Passport to the Palm Beaches is brought to you by Discover the Palm Beaches. Welcome to Passport to the Palm Beaches, where we dream, discover, and explore. We'll give you an insider's look at everything the stunning Palm Beaches has to offer. America's first resort destination is adorned with miles and miles of gorgeous tropical white sandy beaches, world-class golf, tennis, museums, extraordinary people, spectacular restaurants, renowned fishing and diving, luxury real estate, shopping, countless outdoor activities, and an unexpected wild side. It is the ultimate playground, retreat, and adventure all in one. Simply put, the Palm Beaches is the perfect escape. Don't settle for the ordinary. The Palm Beaches, it's like no other place in the world. Welcome to Passport to the Palm Beaches. I'm your host, Jacqueline Journey. Now this is truly the American dream. Living on the ocean in the gorgeous Palm Beaches, truly a place of endless opportunities and amazing possibilities. On this episode, we will meet three very different entrepreneurs who have made their dreams come true right here. From doggy ice cream parlors to spectacular spirits and unbelievable private car museums. Just some of the people who live, love, work, and play right here in the Palm Beaches. Passport to the Palm Beaches is brought to you by Discover the Palm Beaches. We're here in Delray Beach at Salty Paws. Let's head in and see what all the barking is about. She wants it. What do you think? Oh, there she goes. Oh my goodness! Welcome to Passport to the Palm Beaches. I'm Jacqueline Journey, and I'm so excited because today we're doing one of my favorite things, hanging out with some puppies. And I'm here with Diana Scotto. She owns Salty Paws with her son Kyle, and this is an incredible place. Thank you so much for having us. Tell us a little bit about the history of Salty Paws.
So it was started in 2019 by a woman named Susie. She realized that dogs love ice cream and people love to spoil their dogs. And she came up with this idea to have a dog ice cream shop where dogs can come and kind of hang out. And that's honestly how the idea was born, and it just took off. It's a lot of fun. People love the ice cream. They love to put toppings on it. So you can get a small, medium, and large, and then you can put it in a cone. You can put toppings on. We have dehydrated protein. We have bones. We have Crispies. It's a whole experience when they come in with their dog. They can dine in and they get it in a silver bowl. They can sit outside, or they can get it to go and we put in a little cup with a cover on it. So it's a whole dining experience for the dog.
What a fantastic idea. So who am I holding here?
So that's Fierce. He is one of our best customers. He comes in every night for a little taste of ice cream. He sits on our counter and he hangs out with us for about 15, 20 minutes. And he's a regular. He's in here every day. That's why he's so comfortable.
I can tell he loves it here.
Yeah. He's a little unhappy right now. I think he wants his ice cream. So we have a whole section of bakery items, cookies, donuts, we have dog food, leashes, we have a whole bully bar over here, as you can see, with all different types of bones. You name it, we pretty much have it. So although we are a bakery and ice cream shop, we are a full service retail shop also, and we have a whole little spa section for the dogs.
He is so good.
Yeah.
I can't get over how well behaved you are.
Yeah, he's just waiting. He's biding his time for some ice cream. That's all he's doing.
That's right. If he'd already had the ice cream, he might not be as cooperative, maybe. No, adorable. Have you had any doggy birthday parties here?
We have. We've had about a dozen of them so far. So if people are interested in a doggy birthday party, they can give us a call. Let us know what date. We will reserve a table for them. We will make a little sign up that says happy birthday to the dog. We have a little crown that we put on, light a candle, we sing happy birthday. They can either celebrate inside the store or outside the store. And they're even welcome to call like that morning and say, listen, I want to bring in 4 or 5 dogs. It's my dog's birthday. We have birthday cookies for them. We can put candles in. What people would do for their children, they do for their dogs or their fur babies, you know. We've been in Delray Beach for 8 years, and Delray Beach is such a dog-friendly area. I mean, there's a ton of dogs around.
What is your favorite flavor?
She loves bacon and cheese and maple bacon.
Do you just love this job? Like, is this the best business ever to get into?
Oh my God, it's so exciting. Everybody that comes in here is just in a great mood, including the dogs. That's it? He wants more.
You have so many cool flavors. Now, I understand that you are the master of making the doggy ice cream.
That I am, yes.
Excellent. So what kind of flavors do you have?
So we have everything from meats like bacon and maple bacon all the way to pumpkin, blueberry, Oreo, which is made with carob instead of chocolate. I've just always grew up in a family of dogs and I've loved them and they just always made me happy. So I thought this would be a great opportunity to just keep being happy and, you know, it's exciting.
Oh yeah. If this were an ice cream eating contest, I think Sassy would win. So for people who are curious about doggy ice cream, what are some of the differences between dog ice cream and people ice cream? Obviously this is very good for the dogs, what you're feeding them.
It's doggy friendly, so the main ingredient is it's made up of lactose-free whole milk, so it doesn't upset the dog's stomach. It's also made up of gelatin, salt, flavoring. 3 flavors have a little bit of sugar in it, and the rest are sugar-free. That's it.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, I'd ask you which dog is your favorite, but I know that you couldn't possibly have just one.
I know, it's way too many.
There are too many. And you have dogs yourself?
Unfortunately, I do not have a dog. I have a cat right now. I don't have enough time for a dog. So Fierce comes and visits me every day. We hang out for a little bit.
That's right. Now, can cats also eat the ice cream
so
and all that?
So it is also cat friendly. It's only made up of 4 to 5 ingredients. Cats and dogs can eat it. If there's pigs in the area, pigs should come in. Any type of animal is more than happy to try our ice cream.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Kyle. Once again, if you're in Delray Beach, you have to make it a priority to come by Salty Pod. All right, Cash Money is going in for the ice cream, and he's off to the races. Wow, he loves it. Stick around for more Passport to the Palm Beach. Passport to the Palm Beaches is brought to you by Discover the Palm Beaches. You don't have to go to the West Indies to get some fantastic rum. In fact, you can have some right here in West Palm Beach, Florida. We're going to meet the founder and CEO of Revenge Rum, Chris Bolt, and he's got a fabulous new rum you definitely need to try. Cheers. You tuned in for a great episode of Passport to the Palm Beaches. I'm Jacqueline Journey, of course, and we are here with entrepreneur extraordinaire Chris Bolt, better known as Captain Bolt, and his Revenge Rum. This is pretty amazing stuff. I mean, you've been working on this for several years, yes?
Yeah, I moved out here about 4 years ago, and it's taken that long to kind of get through all the permitting process and get the place all built out. And here we are finally making it happen.
You must really like rum.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Well, that's good news. So how did you actually get into this? Like, what was the inspiration to, because not many people walk around and think, you know what, I'm gonna make my own rum.
Yeah, I started, when I turned 21, my mom gave me a copper pot still, not realizing that it was illegal to use, so I sort of started making some moonshine in college, and I was making rum shine, and I just kind of fell in love with that.
Now, you might recognize this person right here. I love this. I love this. It's like having your own caricature. It's fantastic. Well, this is really cool, guys. Let's take a tour in the back and see where the rum is made. This is where they make the rum. And it's good stuff, by the way. We'll get to that, but first, why is your rum so delicious? I mean, it really, really is, but what separates it from all the other rums out there?
Yeah, so one of the big things is we use grade A fancy molasses, which is the highest quality stuff, and basically what they're doing is taking the sugarcane juice and just inverting it. They're not processing it in any way, so it still keeps a lot of the like natural flavor, the kind of earthiness from the sugarcane, which gives the final product just way more intense of a flavor.
So what is really the first step in making the rum?
Yeah, so first I have a 3,000 gallon mash tun. We fill that with 1,500 gallons of RO water, reverse osmosis water. We remineralize that with some pink Himalayan salt. Then we add in 500 gallons of grade A molasses. We bring that up to about 160 degrees for a little bit to pasteurize it, and then cool it back down to 110, at which point we pump it into our 1,000 gallon fermenters. We add in a bread yeast that I like, and then some diammonium phosphate, which is a nitrogen supplement basically to help the yeast not be stressed. We let that sit for about 2 days, and it brings it up to about 8% alcohol by volume.
All right, so what is this machine right here behind us?
So this is our 600 gallon copper pot still. Essentially what happens is we bring this up to 173 degrees, goes over through there. That's got some rum left over from a previous batch sitting in it. And so what'll happen is as it bubbles through that, it'll pick up some of that rum and leave behind some of the water and just get even a higher proof essentially. Then it goes through, that's what's called a reverse shotgun condenser. So it condenses the rum back down into that and into the final spirits tank. And then we pump it through the wall into the next room, which is our bottling line, and that's where we fill the bottles.
Very cool.
Revenge rum.
Best served cold. This is so smooth, you literally can drink it by itself.
Yeah.
It's really, really good. And
Which is very rare for a white spirit. But.
yeah, it is. It's very, very rare. I wish I could give you some through the camera, but you'll have to get some from Chris. Revenge.com, by the way. It's so cool. Oh, wow, it even says Revenge Rum up here. I love the detail. Oh, and I see you have like a thing here.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in the rum factory. Mmm, good. So this is the brain of the opera. Well, other than you, of course. But I imagine the temperatures in all these settings have to be pretty precise. So you need something like this.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
You'll
And so all
ruin
these tanks.
your batch, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and if like the power goes out or anything, we've got only like a few hours to get it back on before it'll literally just destroy the batch.
Oh, wow.
This is the final spirits tank where it sits before we bottle it.
So I've always wondered, how do you check the proof of alcohol? And today's the day. You're going to show me how, right?
Yeah, so this is called a
Okay.
hydrometer, and it essentially measures the specific gravity of ethanol or any liquid that it's sitting in. So it kind of works like a thermometer, but it floats up to, based on the density of the liquid, it'll float up to a number that'll tell you what the proof of it is. So right now, I mean, the percent alcohol by volume, it's reading at 84%. So yeah, we take a little sample of it and we test what the proof is, and then you do a calculation to see how much water you should add to that to proof it down to 40, and we just kind of get it close, and then add a
I was
little
just
bit
going to
more
ask
until
that.
it's
So
there.
essentially you add water until
Yeah.
you get to the desired proof. Perfect.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah, you can, I mean, it smells good.
Yeah.
All
A lot
right,
of
so
fun
good,
on
we
that.
should probably go make a drink. I'm dying to have one. It's so good. You guys are going to love this rum. Chris Bolt, thanks again, man. We really enjoyed coming out today. Fantastic rum, revenge.com. You definitely want to check it out. And next time you're in West Palm Beach, make an appointment and get a little private tour. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's good. Passport to the Palm Beaches is brought to you by Discover the Palm Beaches. Hop in for this edition of Passport to the Palm Beaches. I'm your host, Jacqueline Journey, and we are here today at Cars of Dreams. We're talking 60,000 square feet of sheer automotive delight. You don't want to miss the cars, trains, trucks, and motorcycles all on the way. A very special and rare treat for you today on Passport to the Palm Beaches. We are in Cars of Dreams with John Staluppi, the creator, the mastermind, the visionary who came up with this. I've seen a lot of beautiful cars in gorgeous settings, But this is really unique. This is pretty spectacular. How did you come up with the idea to create this wonderful experience for your automobiles?
Well, you know, this was my era back then, 50s, 60s, and 70s. And this is my actual third collection, and I'm going to do one more collection. Every one of these cars in here, run, drive. I mean, if you look at these cars, they're like off the charts, top shelf. I mean, everything about them. And this is kind of special. This is like our Coney Island theme. And if you see over there, those are real bumper cars. And this was my first Corvette here, 1962 Corvette. And I refound the car, and we bought the car back. When we bought the car new, it was only $3,100. Now you couldn't buy this car for $100,000. But when I made the bumper cars, those are all 62 Corvettes, replicas. So the whole theme is about Coney Island, you know, that's a real Carvel, a real arcade, and all the games and stuff in here. So it's kind of neat.
It is, it's wonderful, and very few people actually get to see this. It is a private car museum, but you do open up for certain charity events and things like that, which is wonderful. Tell us a little about that.
So we'll do hospice, we do Shop with a Cop, which is for the Highway Patrol, and then we'll do with the Sheriff's Department, where we raise money for children.
And you're also a big lover of train sets. You have got a phenomenal train set in there to set up the town. Now, do you physically participate in assembling these? Is that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm involved in everything that goes on in here. It's like my hobby. If I'm having a bad day, I come back here, just so I don't have to deal with business. I come back here, hang out.
You can't not be happy in here.
Oh, yeah. Makes me happy when I walk in here.
One of the best auctions anywhere is Barrett-Jackson, and I know you're a huge fan of that auction and have bought and sold many cars there and will continue to do so. One of my favorite stories was about your dog Dillinger.
Yeah.
And so tell us about Dillinger for those people who aren't familiar.
So we used to have a little multi-pool, and when I would be bidding on the car, and if I moved my hand a certain way, he would bark. So when people are bidding, Dillinger would start barking because I'm moving my hand. And all of a sudden the auctioneer would say, and Dillinger bought another car from John Salupi's collection. And it was incredible, and the dog was known for that. And he would come with every auction. And this year, we're gonna be selling this collection again, and it's here in Palm Beach. You know, normally we go all over the country, Scottsdale, we'll go to Las Vegas, wherever Barrett-Jackson has an auction, Mohegan Sun. So this year is right in my own backyard, and we're going to be selling this whole collection, but except for about 10 cars. And I'll start another collection.
One of the things I love about Barrett-Jackson is that you actually have a lot of time to inspect the cars and look at the cars before you purchase, and that's not always true. Is that one of the reasons that you like Barrett-Jackson so much?
What we'll do is we'll go ahead of time, we'll look at the cars, and we'll inspect the cars, look underneath the cars, check. You know, you can't really drive the cars, but if the owner is there who'll start it up for you, and you could look underneath and you get a good idea how the car is. And I'm pretty familiar with everything here because I could fix anything on these cars myself. So that's a real big factor, so that makes things a lot nicer. So at least you have plenty of time. And we'll usually go like 2-3 days ahead of time on the auction, and Barrett-Jackson does a fantastic job with staging the cars, and we'll look at everything. And you know, they're probably one of the best auctions out there.
Are you an impulse buyer? Do you ever see something you didn't think you would like, and then you go, oh, wait a minute, I have to have that?
You know what the problem is? If I get on a car, and then another guy's bidding on a car, and I'm saying, in my mind, I'm saying, I'm buying that car. If I don't get that car, that guy's gonna pay big money for it. So I'm very impulsive.
You're gonna bid him up.
That's for sure.
Excellent. So what kind of cars are you looking for in your next collection? Do you have an idea?
Probably similar to this. So this collection is mostly convertibles. That's what I like. You know, they say, there's a saying in this business, top goes down, the price goes up, which it does. We have a few hot tops in here. I think the next collection is going to be more resto mods. The reason for that are resto mods, you could drive them, you could use them, you could go out to dinner in the car, they got air conditioning, they got tilt wheel, they got power windows. You know, the old cars are fun, but it's not like a resto mod. So a resto mod is a car that's an old car with all new components in it, from the air conditioning and everything else. So that's what I'm really I'm going to zero in on it this time.
Any unicorns out there that you're still looking for that you haven't found yet that you would love to have in your collection?
There's a few cars and a few things out there that I'm excited about.
Okay, very good. Well, thank you so much, John, for this tour and allowing us access. I mean, Cars of Dreams, spectacular. This truly is Cars of Dreams. Your eyes do not deceive you. I am sitting in the original Smokey and the Bandit car. It's pretty amazing, I have to admit. Of course, originally driven by the late, great Burt Reynolds, who I happen to know, a wonderful man. He did so much for this community, but his legend and legacy live on right here at Cars of Dreams, the Palm Beaches, and all throughout the world. Wow. I'm inspired. The Palm Beaches truly is an incredible place to launch your own brand new business. In fact, I've done it myself. Just this last year, I launched Jack Journey. Check out jackjourney.com for my new skin elixir. It is clean, it is phthalate-free, paraben-free, and it really, really works. If you want a discount code, I know Jack, just for you out there watching Passport to the Palm Beaches. Thanks again for tuning in, and if you'd like to see some of our previous episodes, go to thepalmbeaches.tv.